Man, I love me some pixel art. One of my first experiences of seeing a new game use this old art style to perfection is Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery. I played it on my tiny phone screen years ago and I still get tingles about it. It had one of my favorite soundtracks ever. Hyperlight Drifter gives off similar feels. The music perfectly melts into the background, fitting the gorgeous world. The anime-like pixel animations that just give thrust and impact to the combat, just like when I play Gears of War. These are the main reasons that when I saw that Kickstarter trailer, I was already impatiently waiting for it to fill the holes Super Brothers left in my heart. But it's dangerous to get excited for games these days, especially Kickstarter games. But I'm glad to say that this wasn't a major disappointment. Basics are your slash, dash, and gun. Later, you will find upgrade chips that will grant you different abilities that will make the game hit the sweet spot. The game is heavily inspired by 2D Zelda, which is my favorite, don't kill me. From satisfyingly mowing lawns and breaking everything in sight to being dropped into an open world where you can complete areas in any order. I threw myself into hell by picking one of the hardest areas first, and the game gently slapped me in the face multiple times telling me to get good. Thankfully, you have infinite continues in pretty decent spots for the most part, which gives you time to actually practice how to tackle different situations. This game is a little hard, but the good fair type, the one where you know why you died and continue to die. You will see certain enemy combinations that will catch you on one mistake, because one wrong dash is all it takes for one icy bug to freeze you in place, for a samurai animal to slice your stomach open, or one missed attack is all it takes for a pack of dog Pokemon to overrun you. The bosses are the same. You most likely will eat it a couple times before you understand their movements. They can destroy your tiny little health bar in a couple hits and all you did was blink. But you can also defeat a boss quickly once you know what you're doing. Like the boss was almost too easy. The whole game seems to be balanced like this. I remember leaving that difficult area I started with and coming back to it after completing 2 other areas, and I wrecked through these stupid eggplant monsters. The game builds you up to actually look like you know what you're doing. And once you get through the first of many big fights without getting hit, you will feel like Final Fantasy 15 just got released on Steam. What makes it so satisfying is how clean the combat is. With such a heavy, quick reaction game, it has to feel good. It's perfect in combat, but sometimes things can get a little weird, like when you're making dashes for secret hiding spots. It's not a big problem because most things only happen once, like falling off the elevator. The only problem I can see anyone having is hitting a wall where you need an upgrade in order to defeat a boss or get past an area. People might confuse this as the game being unfair, but of course it's really just telling you to come back when you get a bigger gun or an incredibly useful dash power-up. You can blow through this game in a little over 7 hours, but you'll be missing many secrets and full-on dungeons in the game. It is truly hard to find some of these areas, similar to The Witness, except you won't go to sleep at night questioning your existence. And the game gives you that drive to find everything because the level design just begs to be played, constantly throwing new challenges that will keep you on your toes. Hyperlight Drifter is not just a pretty face. The story is told by gameplay and images. You can walk up to NPCs and see their story told in just a few pictures because there isn't any dialogue. It just seems to fit in this world they have created, just like everything else. After you complete the game for the first time, you get an option to start New Game Plus, where you get a gangster black cape and only 2 health. Your first playthrough might as well have been training for New Game Plus because you can't even get hit once in most cases. This game is so far up my alley, it's embarrassing. It's one of those games where everything is on point, so it's not a question that it's good or it doesn't have enough content, it's a question if you like these types of games. I have nothing really bad to say about it. Maybe the story wasn't as clear as it could have been, but hell, I was too distracted by the eye candy.